Yo, yo, what's
Yes,
good?
sir.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy Furious, aka POW, prisoner of war, with my boy, big boy, BB225.
What's goody?
Black Masterminds in the building.
What's good, family?
I'll have a good show for y'all, man. Have a good show. Truth sounds like I hate the people who hate the truth. We sick, boss. We're gonna get it going today. First, let me hit a little intro while we get our thoughts going.
I'm a man who believed that I died 20 years ago. And I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
What's that in the background?
Huh?
I said, what's that in the background?
You could hear that?
Hell yeah. Gotta make sure, copyrights and stuff. YouTube be on that. Yeah, man. I was watching a movie the other day. That movie, Outbreak, and the little monkey affected the whole town. Let me meet you up. I'll meet you up real quick, before you got a little background. And the monkey lit up, infected the whole town, and all the people was infected. People was sick, getting other people sick, and they was dying, and so the government came in and just blew the town up. You know, by the end of the movie, the government just wanted to blow the town up to kill all the infected people. that was infecting the other people. All right. The reason I say that is because we get in, and this is not no condone of violence. I'm talking metaphorically, but we getting to the point where shit, our community is so infected that there are people that has to be eradicated because the infection is going to grow. You know, it's going to grow and keep growing. When I saw that movie when I was younger, I ain't like that shit. I ain't like that shit. I'm like, dog, why they blowing up that town? That shit, that pissed me off when I was younger. But now I realize that they were just blowing up the town because if they didn't, it was going to affect everybody. So sometimes stuff got to be eradicated for the greater good of the people. And that's where we are at in the black community. I got a couple topics tonight. First, I like to start with light topics, start with white meat, and then we get to the dark meat. Start with light topics, and then we get to the dark topics, the more serious topics. Because if you go serious all day, or if you go serious on your whole monologue, people get drawn out, all right? And if you go too light, then people don't pay attention. It's not even worth paying attention. All right, so we're gonna hit you with a variety of topics on the Black Masterminds podcast. You know, you gotta wear we wear many hats, but never the cat. You know? Can't have no blind spot out here. You gotta know what you're talking about. First thing I want to talk about, just for a learning lesson, Jaleel White and Alfonso Ribeiro. A little light topic. I think it's funny and educational. Let me play these videos. I think it's funny and educational.
And coming in at number 3, Alfonso Ribeiro, who most of us know as CARLTON, opens up about feeling rejected by the black community. Ribeiro has always expressed his gratitude for the show's success, but he has also been vocal about being typecast as characters like CARLTON. He says, "It still happens almost every day, unfortunately. I'm in a mixed relationship and I get things and looks and comments constantly. And I find it very interesting because you see a lot of things on social media where people say things and people have positions and perspectives. And it's not easy to make that choice because you're not at home in any home. I'm never going to be white and I'm never going to be fully supported in the black house." He mentioned that he doesn't feel fully supported by the black community, and he even said that he doesn't get invited to the BET Awards. Now, of course, this might seem super small, and he said that he could always, just purchase a ticket, but it's just crazy the fact that he doesn't get invited, despite being on the well-known show, like Fresh Prince, and hosting a show, America's Funniest Home Videos. Now, of course, Black Twitter had some things to say, but what are your thoughts?
All right, now I'm gonna play the Jaleel video.
But we being a part of the TGIF brand sometimes makes you feel like you don't completely belong in the pantheon of blackness. Blackness has been treated as a very monolithic experience in entertainment. If it's not a hood story, it's not a black story. And sometimes I feel left out of that. So it's like, if there's ever a poll and they say, "Oh, what are your favorite black shows?" and Martin is in there, or Living Single, or any of those kinds, I already know we coming in last. But if there's ever a poll and it's just like your favorite family shows, and suddenly Martin's not in there or whatever, all of a sudden we rank really high. And so it's kind of interesting in how we look at ourselves, to be quite honest, even as black folks. And somehow I became a symbol for black male nerd culture, to be quite honest. I mean, I know this for a fact. Any brother that grew up in the 80s and 90s, 90s and 2000s, wearing glasses, he was told at school he looked like me. He was called nerd. And he didn't look anything like me.
Yeah. So both of these brothers got similar things. So Big Boy, how you feel about that? Jaleel White said that the black community, we don't love shows. We don't love shows unless they're hood show. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with that. Uh, I think I don't know why he put us in a box like that. I mean, there's interest as far as seeing every culture of the black. I mean, every facet of the black culture, right? Because if we would say that, then we would have to discredit our the Bill Cosby Show, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, some of your most popular shows, Good Times, Sanford and Son. Well, none of those were considered. I don't consider the Cosby Show a hood show, or a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air being a hood show. So I don't know where he's getting that indication from, right? Even when they got shows that's up to date, when we talk about black shows, Everybody Love Chris, who else? Bernie Mac, some of those Tyler Perry shows. What were they called? What they would, the father and the son is the fireman. Meet the Browns is called. So now I don't know where he's getting that information from. But he think that all the black community like his hood shows. I disagree. I mean, if it's good, regardless to what it's about.
Yeah, and I find that I find that weird that like you said, he put us in the box. You know, that shows a disconnection. And also Alfonso Ribeiro, the guy who played Carlton on Fresh Prince, he also said that the black community he doesn't feel supported by the black community. So
That's a lie. Well, uh, it's a lie, man. He's separate. I think if you ask me, he separated himself from the black community. Everybody loved Carlton. If he was in a movie, he played a good role. People will still watch him. But the reason why I say he did that to himself, he's the one chose to put himself in certain circles. He's the one that married to a white woman, dedicated his life. Matter of fact, I think both of them are married to to white women. So it's ironic they're saying these things, but their lives are dedicated to white women. So I think a lot of stuff is where they alienated themselves and they
yeah,
separated themselves from that environment, from
yeah,
us.
I think that's what they really saying to us. But they can't use those words verbatim because it would be too cliche, stereotypical. Y'all mad because I got a white woman. So instead of saying y'all don't accept me, instead of saying y'all don't accept me because I got a white woman, they'll use other things to throw out there just to get what I mean, just because they know they mad. So they got a lot of things in common. They got a lot of things in common, like you said. First of all, they both married to white women. They both got square heads. Say no, but for real though, they both play corny, nerdish type of black boys, right? Uh, on childhood shows that we that we grew up on. And you know, we already said the Snow Bunnies. They were both considered stars, young, even though Steve Urkel he had more weight on his back. Um, like you brought up about the them both being with married to white woman. I noticed this though. You know, we like to tell our black brothers, hey, make sure you get a black sister, right? And we should tell them that, right? But I noticed that a lot of the brothers that are with the white sisters, they are the nerdy types, the maybe not the most handsome, far as like a Chris Brown, Usher, from what women call handsome. Like I just noticed that. So should we give certain brothers a little bit of slack? Because I'm starting to notice that a lot of them brothers, non-athletes, those are the brothers that are not, you know, not the most smooth brothers. They the nerdish brothers. So should we give our brothers a little bit more slack? Far as like in that mode, big boy.
Run your question one more time, there, brother.
No, I was talking about. I'm starting to notice that a lot of them brothers that are with white women, that are with the Karens and Beckys, are the nerdy type of brothers, like Carlton and Jalil. You know, you're not the smoothest brother. You know, so should we give them a little bit of slack when they
Nah,
date outside their race? Because
no,
these are the
no.
women. Hold on, because I even got a couple brothers in my in real life. You know, one of my friends. He's not the most smoothest brother. So a lot of the sisters was overlooking him growing up. But them Karens and Becky's was like, hey, you know. So so should I
Yeah,
give him a so should we give
nah,
him a little bit of slack
nah.
because the sisters wasn't looking at him.
No, man. All women don't see. Every woman don't want one type of man. I mean, they got women out there that love men who for who they are. They got women. They got black women out there that'll deal with a guy. They got some black women out there want a nerdy type guy. She don't want no thug. She don't want no gangster. You got women like they got some women who love reading. That's into what she's into, and she may consider herself a nerd. And a lot of times, women, it's about a person's personality, even if they are kind of on the goofy, doofy side. If she sees something in him and think he's cute, or he got a great personality, or he's interesting, they have a lot of things in common. Well, I was just talking to Forty about that. A lot of times, it has been known. I don't know about in today's because I'm more middle aged. These youngsters have a whole different perspective, right? But I know when at one point in time, women more so dealt with men based on her feelings and not his attributes as far as him being attractive or being an athlete. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think all women just want one type of guy. She just want an athlete or she just want a thug. I think women love intelligent men. She might like the goofy side of
I
a
remember my
person.
boy telling me. I remember my boy telling me one time because he married to a, you know, he's married to a Karen, right? I remember him
Hmm.
telling me like, you know, the sisters wasn't you know, I had a hard time, you know, sisters wasn't checking for me,
Yeah,
you know.
that happens. That happens.
But the
I can understand
but
that.
Karen, she don't mind that you like anime and you like to play video games and of course I'm just being facetious and I'm playing around,
I
you
don't
know.
agree with that. I think Karen want the same thing. She want the tall, dog, handsome. She want the jock. She want the popular guy. I don't know, man, about that. I don't know.
No, man, but I just, you know, the
White
main
girls
point.
when they deal with what shit when they deal with white boys, they don't get the nerdy white boys. a nerdy white boy tell you that he go through the same thing with white women. So I don't know, brother.
No, no, but for real, the main reason why I even had them in our you know in the show is for well, two reasons, right? Both of them just so happen to feel shunned by the black community, right? And both of them said that they are typecast. So if people don't know, typecast mean where Hollywood are not giving you the roles because uh they can only see you as Steve Urkel, or they can only see you as Carlton. The world can only see you as them. All right. So both of them are also saying that they are typecast by Hollywood. Like they can't get no real roles because uh because they can only be seen as Steve Urkel and Carlton. And I thought that was funny. Like I'm thinking, no, the only y'all haven't got real roles is because y'all don't have range on acting. Y'all need to, I mean, how you feel about that? Do you think it's their acting skills, big boy, why they haven't got
Oh,
roles, or is it because people can only see them as Steve Urkel and Carlton?
that's a good question. I've never seen. Well, I've seen. It could be the acting roles. They might not just not be as good as they thought they were in acting, man. I don't know why they were ousted in Hollywood, why they didn't get more roles. So I would base it on their acting. I mean, if you good, uh, people gonna continue to give you work. So
Exactly. Because
so
there's other childhood stars. There's other childhood stars that grew up to be great actors, right? Who name a childhood star that grew up, or somebody that's listening? Can y'all comment on YouTube? Comment your section. Name a childhood star that grew up to be a good star. Leonardo DiCaprio, he was on Growing Pains. Uh,
I mean, if you could
trying
be
to
diverse, you're gonna get different roles, man. If not, you just
exactly.
the
You
role
got
that's
range as an actor.
not you're gonna get roles that fit you. I mean, if you somebody like a Terrence Howard is he's like a Denzel or
He was a
someone.
childhood actor too.
Yeah, they could be a diverse. He could play different roles, go into different characters. Everyone is not good at doing that. Probably. Will is okay with doing it. Everybody may not have a personality for it. Van Rhymes is one that you probably only gonna see doing certain kind of roles. Um, I haven't seen him, play many other besides be playing somebody gay. But mostly he's playing the tough guy role. It just depends on your skills, if you ask me. Or
Yeah.
they could have been demanding too much. They might have went cross, overboard with what they felt their worth was, and maybe what they were offered. They didn't want to take those. They might have figured they were being lowball, so maybe they wasn't willing to make this because when you come from strong sitcoms like that, you probably have a demand on what you want to allow yourself to get paid and not get paid. And they might have been prideful and like, oh well, I'm not going to take this job at that pay. So it could be different variables that we don't know about.
So yeah, I asked Google, and Google said Drew Barrymore, Neil Patrick Harris, Neil Patrick Harris. That's the white guy that play what's that called? Doogie Howser. Remember Doogie Howser, the little white
Yeah,
boy that was a doctor.
yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a so yeah, it's a couple of only thing is, to be fair to Steve Urkel, he was a childhood star for real. Like he carried Family Matters. You feel me?
He was.
He definitely carried it. But yeah, man, we're gonna move on to another topic. We just wanted to start off with something light, then we're gonna start easing in to something real. You feel me? Let's get it. I'm about to play a little music while we move on to the next topic, though.
Martin and Malcolm X, most of our people have a messiah complex. We keep waiting for someone to be our savior, so we're more susceptible to unethical behavior. False prophets that profit are bad juju. False optics, our only option is YouTube. Sponsored ads selling you conscious trash that I expose. Go and console your sad guru. The mask you use is split. What's cracking? I weave between the lines and read behind the captions. Up and coming artists don't know the weight of their actions, so they portray murder and violence to get some traction. It's a distraction. The government can't sustain us. We accept the values of the people that used to hang us. This is what happens when you glorify trapping and you worship athletes, actors, and entertainers. We used to want money, now we want to be famous. Blue checks on blue checks, just look how bad they framed us. Jezebel, Mammy, Andy, and Amos give a pass to every other community that ain't us. It ain't much, but the consequences are dire. Entire budgets are spent to inspire lower desires. You can't have buyers without suppliers. Make Sam scream uncle, he chuckles when you perspire.
Yo, my boy Locksmith. Make sure y'all look up Locksmith on YouTube, man, for his freestyles. He's a very political. You'll never see me playing nobody. I got some more music for the rest of the show. So make sure y'all stay tuned and share, like, subscribe. Shout out to my people that's listening and will be listening. That's gonna listen late tomorrow when you wake up. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all. And shout out to my co-host. This my brother. From another mother, New Orleans.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. I keep saying New Orleans, bro. I don't know why I keep saying it.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
when you mention Louisiana, most people gonna think New Orleans. That's just New Orleans is the staple for the South. And I don't get angry, upset about it because New Orleans is a historical place, so I have to respect it. But now I'm born and raised top and bottom Baton Rouge boy. Can't take it away from me. So I take pride in being from Baton Rouge, even though it ain't nothing to take pride for. But I'm Baton Rouge all day long. But shout out to the NO. That's family. That's all my it's family.
My boy from the BR from Baton Rouge. But look, man, this is my last time talking about this, I promise you. But I want to talk about the 50 Cent. This is actually not the actual 50 Cent thing with the Big Meech. This is the escalated part of the Big Meech of the 50 Cent thing. Because I've been doing videos about 50 Cent. He done pissed me off this time. I always roll with 50. I always was like, all right, yeah, man, you the devil, but I respect you because what you came from and all that. But what 50 has pulled on Little Meech and Big Meech, man, that ain't real, bro. I don't care what nobody say, that ain't real. And too many black men in 2025 be on some favoritism shit, man. It's certain people in the game like Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Deion Sanders. I ain't even about to get into that. But it's certain people in the game that we don't criticize. Like, they can't do no wrong. You feel me? And 50 Cent is one of them. I don't like what he pulled on Little Meech and Big Meech. I think that was a snake move. And shout out to Joe Buttons for calling it out. Shout out for Joe Buttons for being the only really mainstream, Joe Buttons wasn't a mainstream rap. Well, he was a mainstream rapper, but he wasn't that successful as a mainstream rapper, even though that boy would eat up most of your rappers in the booth. If we want to just talk about bar for bar, he don't let him get off that podcast couch. That's all I'm gonna say. But he wasn't that good, that successful as a rapper, but he is a very exceptional, amazing podcaster, bro. And I appreciate him for being, and he pro-black. A lot of people don't know Joe Buttons actually verbalized a lot on his show that he's pro-black. He's blackity black, like pro-black. And I can see some ways he is. And shout out to him for speaking up on speaking up on the issue. I'm gonna play a little video. And shout out to Chig Smooth. Chig Smooth is a YouTube content creator. You can see him above 50 and Joe Buttons. He's a content creator. If you're listening, make sure you subscribe to Chig Smooth. Before I get to the video, I just want to give my co-host feedback. I always want to make sure, get my brother. How you feel about everything I just said before we get into the video?
Well, I don't have much knowledge base on it, so I'm gonna be just like the listeners, listening to see what's being said. I don't, I know of Joe Budden and but I've never really followed him. I don't know much about him to judge him on his character or what type of brother he is. But speaking from what you're saying, shout out to him. I don't know much about him. Even heard very little of his music. So what I'm going to do is just listen and get what he had to say about it and see if I agree on that.
Yeah. So just for a backdrop, when Big Meech got out of prison, he took a picture with Rick Ross. 50 Cent didn't like that. So 50 Cent has been on a warpath. He hold Little Meech. Little Meech was he showed the whole world Little Meech's private texts saying, "Look at this little nigga thinking it's gonna be another season in BMF," right? And that's some bullshit. One end, I said that when BMF got out of prison, I ain't like how people was glorifying him like he was Martin Luther King getting out of prison or something. But then on the other end, man, that man out of prison, man. That man is out of prison. I don't want to get to the next topic because that's part of the next topic. But so I'm gonna just play the video. But yeah, that man just got out of prison. Let that man get his feet back. Maybe he could probably, Big Meech could probably tell young brothers, hey man, don't do this shit. Don't go to the lane I went, blah, blah, blah. So 50 Cent cut his son off because of that. Right? And that's some bullshit. Big Meech ain't got nothing to do with fucking 50's little beefs. Fucking little rap beefs. Fucking I'm sorry for cussing, but 50 Cent, he used to beef with Cameron 10 years ago. Now him and Cameron best friends. 50 Cent used to beef with Fat Joe. Fat Joe had the dude that shot 50 in his video. So 50, what I'm saying is 50 not living by a real street code. He living by his own little street code that he made up in his head. Cause now he cool with Fat Joe. And Fat Joe was in the video with the guy that shot 50 Cent. He used to beef with Wendy Williams. Now him and Wendy Williams is cool. He used to beef with Oprah. Now him and Oprah is cool. Right? So what the fuck, Big Meech, a real street dude, gonna get out and start entertaining your beefs, nigga? You know what I mean? So I'm about to play the video.
Life beef. If I dish you on the record, it up because hip hop is the new meaning for I need therapy. True.
Hold on. This is Joe Buttons talking with his man Ice on the Joe Buttons podcast.
Life beef. If I dish you on the record, it up because hip hop is the new meaning for I need therapy. True. My thing is Kanye West needs therapy. 50 Cent needs therapy. I don't care if you agree with the rationale. Yeah. And 50's 50, he gonna stand in it.
Rest in peace, and you can bleep this if you need to. But fuck Tuka was a joke in hip hop.
I hate when y'all do this.
It's the truth, Joe. It's the truth. This happened.
It's not the truth, Ice.
Okay, let me hear it.
You're talking about kids. You're talking about the worst possible sector of hip hop.
Yeah. And it's this big. Let's be clear, because I don't know who Tuka is.
Yeah, nobody. Listen, rest in peace to them brothers.
Yes.
Drill is what drill is. It got the highlight that it got. Yes, young knuckleheads that were into their murder game was running around. I'm smoking on such and such. I'm smoking on such and such. That's irrelevant to me.
And it wasn't the masses. It wasn't a
that ain't a hip hop thing.
It's not. Y'all are bugging, but okay.
It's not a hip hop thing.
It's a young hip hop thing.
I'm just saying, when the people are questioning his actions, I look at it from both sides of the coin.
And if 50 feel like that, then smoke a cigar in the cigar room. Like, I'm not telling him how to feel.
Yeah, he can feel like that.
Yeah, feel like that. But publicly saying, yo, damn, I wanted him to see my new shows, or fucking whatever the fuck is being said, I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. We ain't even got to get to somebody dying. I thought him saying to Lil Meech, somebody who you acted like you cared about, somebody who you showed up for, was playing the mentor role for. Now whatever's going on with the show, or Big Meech and yada, yada, yada. What show? Kick Rock. Like, to be able to turn so cold.
But why you say it acted? Like, you're not acted. Like, you're not.
Life.
Hey, man. I feel what he just said, man. That's
Come on, man. Come on, big boy. Come on, bro. Talk to me. Talk to me now, man.
Was it genuine from the TOP? Like, come on. I feel that. Yeah. I respect
and niggas want to give 50 Cent a pass, but they haven't talked to their cousin in 2 years. They haven't talked to their father in 5 years. But they want to give niggas a pass because they got money and status, man. Like, man, niggas turned into fucking groupies, man. Niggas turned into fucking groupies, big boy. You feel me? Niggas groupies. Listen, man, I like Power and BMF and all that, but when a nigga doing some stupid shit, you doing some stupid shit, nigga. Period.
Straight like that.
Nigga, you my brother, bro. You my brother. If I ever do some snake shit or some stupid stuff, man, tell me. Let me know. You feel me?
You know I will. You feel me? Yeah, I know that's crazy, man.
I'll look at myself in the mirror like, damn, man, fuck. Lord Jamar and Godfrey, they boys and stuff. Just a little side note. They was boys, but Godfrey brought Lord Jamar on his show, and Lord Jamar was talking that flat Earth stuff, and Godfrey had a real scientific white boy on the show, all right? And the scientific white boy made Lord Jamar look stupid. So Lord Jamar all talking trash about Godfrey. He ain't my boy no more, trying to sue Godfrey. Instead of just looking in the mirror and be like, you know what, damn, I was on some stupid shit. You feel me? Like, niggas got too much ego, bro. If you wrong, say you feel me?
Yeah, you're wrong, you're wrong.
If you wrong, to say you wrong, man. That's a real man to me. Man, I was wrong, bro.
None of the brothers can't swallow their pride, bro. And far as 50, man, I respect 50 as far as his work ethic, his mind, you know, where he has brought himself to from, you know, even I don't, you know, not necessarily his gimmick, because I mean this is nothing new. He's been doing this since Ja Rule. He do what he do, but you know, he's a very smart, intelligent brother, businessman. He know how to get to that bag. He know how to keep longevity with it. I got much respect for him as a black man doing his thing when it comes to that. But I've always never respected his character as far as the troll stuff he do. Like to me, he real messy. He messy. Female kind of messy. You know, he always popping off. He one of them dudes like you wind up beefing with because you know he one of them kind of guys that's always want to fuck with somebody and you know, excuse my French, you know, always want to mess with somebody and try to play, you know, the tough guy roles. Think he can push you around and bully you and clown on you, you know. And but the man so much respect, so y'all wind up beefing because I'm a man just like you, a man, and you not gonna play with me. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So uh, even though I got respect for him, he do be tripping with a lot of stuff, man. 50 the kind of dude you gonna have to put him in check, and wherever it go, it's just go. You know, it's gonna be what it is. But you're not gonna play with me because if 50 gonna try to play with you, so you're gonna have to take it there. You got 50 the kind of Negro, man. You gotta show him, man. Don't play with me, man. And I don't even think he really willing to risk it all. He ain't willing to risk everything he done earned the game. So he tread light and be careful who he play with too. He ain't gonna play with a nigga or with a brother who will really crash out. See, he know that man just coming home, so that man ain't gonna take a risk of violating his parole or nothing like that. So certain people he could play with. But 50 need to stop that, man. 50 a sophisticated Charleston White, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he like attention, man. And is it true? What I heard how he do his own people like the dude, they say he used to handle them boys who rap on his label, like Buck, what his name was, Young Buck and
Lord Banks.
Laura Banks and them. Say he used to son them. Say the only one he really respected was
You,
oh boy.
you see none of them niggas around. You see they ain't around no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
That boy Lloyd Banks hey, I think Lloyd Banks is like a man of honor and a man of integrity because I heard 50 Cent talk about Lloyd Banks in a way I never heard nobody. And I mean, let me say that again. I've heard I heard 50 talk about Lloyd Banks in a way I never heard him talk about anybody else. He almost sounded for a second. He almost sounded for a second like he was remorseful on how him and Lloyd Banks fell out. For a second, I heard some type of emotion in there, and I ain't never heard that from nobody. I never heard 50 have no like emotion for anybody that he cut off. But if you pay attention, when 50 talk about Lloyd, he got a certain I don't know something different there. Like
Lloyd was faithful to him, I think, though.
yeah, I think Lloyd was like a real general street code integrity. Uh, you're not gonna disrespect me, 50. Yeah, you gave me opportunity, but you're not gonna disrespect. You know what I mean? I think he was one of those type. Like, yeah, no, I'm not that
I
nigga.
think his homeboy who from Queens, what his name? Yale, I think. What's his partner name? They were
Tony
cousins.
Aguirre.
Yeah, I believe that's the one who 50 ain't gonna play with. Could be wrong, but I don't believe he gonna play with Yale like that. You know, him and Buck fell out. I don't believe Buck was no coward. I don't know, man. 50 be tripping. 50 be tripping, man.
Hey, 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 big boy. Yeah, keep talking. I'm about to. I need 2 minutes. Just keep talking. I'm about to mute up.
Yeah, it's all good. What up, man? Shout out to everybody, man. It's Big Boy BB225. I got a YouTube page as well, live with BB225. We'll be having some content coming out soon on YouTube as well. Be doing some clips, some short videos talking about certain topics. I think I'm gonna come out talking about missing black women and the lack of publicity and spotlight that it gets. And after I feature that, I might come out with some stuff about what women go through in the medical fields, in particular, uh, when it comes to women getting um, uh, the surgeries where they get their wound taken out. I forgot the term. It's called vasectomy. I think it might be. Wait, not vasectomy. Hysterectomy. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing some stuff like that. Hopefully, I get my wife to co-host with me, and we do some stuff on it. If not, be on the lookout for Live with BB225. We're gonna be putting some content out over there as well. My brother, Death by Bondage, and I, we work together. We'll be doing some things. So hopefully, you guys will be able to check me out as well as listening. Appreciate you guys who's here, that's being a part of this dialogue, this bill. We're gonna be doing this more. I think it's gonna, once it get enough people start coming or whatever, we're gonna start inviting people up where we can really have some good back and forth, some good conversations, get other people's perspective as well.
I'm
So
back, big
be
boy.
on the lookout for some things we're gonna have coming up or we have going on, man. We have very good conversations, man, and intriguing conversations. We like to build iron sharpens iron. We don't want places where there are echo chambers. It's okay to have different perspectives, as long as we can do it respectfully. So if you want to come somewhere and have good conversations on anything that has to do with building the black family and the black community, we're about black family. The nuclear black family, that's what it's all about. We're about having uncomfortable conversations about bringing change to our community, you know? So we also on fan base in the evenings, uh, on your ride home between 5 and 7. We're doing content on fan base. It's an all black app. If you're not familiar with it, download the app. It's black owned, fan base. That's where you'll find us. We do this every evening on fan base. Till we get big enough over here, then we're gonna be on YouTube. But y'all come check us out, man. Get a part of the club, man. And help build. Let's build. Let's build.
Let's build, baby.
Yeah.
And me and my wife went to a nice black owned restaurant last week. Kevin Johnson. Remember Kevin Johnson, big boy?
Hooper. He used to hoop.
Yeah, he's a hoop with Charles Barkley. Just
Yeah,
give
in
he's
Phoenix,
giving
right?
Yep. He used to be man. Kevin Johnson. Hey, Kevin Johnson was a dog, man. Yeah, me and my wife, we went to a nice restaurant. His restaurant is called Fitson's. We just giving a little shout out to we like to give shout outs to pro black restaurants and businesses when we do our stuff, man, because we all we got, bro. I don't know if y'all
He's
noticed,
from
but
Detroit?
black people. No, Kevin Johnson, he ain't from Detroit.
Oh, okay.
But he did, so he put his business out here, and nice soul food restaurant. But yeah, but back to the topic though. 50 Cent, man. 50 Cent, man. Yeah, bro. He got to do better, man. He got to do better. I'm about to play a video, and then we're gonna get to the next topic, and it kind of got to do with this topic that we already talking about. I'm gonna play this video. My man Black Thought music video. You know, I like to play conscious music rap videos in my in my podcast because that's what I vibe to. I don't vibe to this shoot him in the head and all that blah 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 and I'm messing with this girl. We don't vibe with that. But we do vibe with conscious music. Shout out to my brother Black Thought.
Living in some times that's the craziest. They say these legislators are the laziest. Dedicated religious figures have gone atheist. Each and everything must change. There's no escaping this. I'm on a block, post-apocalyptic smoke covers. Coincidentally presented by the Koch brothers. The magnitude of this is bigger than the both of us. The attitude is trying to manage not to choke from it. Go and get the bolt cutters. Open the floodgate. Any relationship I've ever been in was love-hate. The city I was living in really never was safe. For some, a temporary resolution was duct tape. Now, I'ma probably be on the blacklist, but I don't give a fuck, so I'ma shrug like Atlas. And if my skepticism was a brand new practice, would y'all be disappointed like you just got catfished? It's cold-blooded. I'm wholeheartedly cold-hearted and swole from it. The same unseen hand still in control of it. I should be minding my own like it's a gold nugget, but I'm on that same bullshit just on a lower budget, waiting on change that been low. Till the day after tomorrow, I sit by the window in the police state like your man Michael Winslow. My kinfolk told me there's a brand new Jim Crow. I've been going to bed at 10, up at 5. Hustle to the bus and ride to the job. It's feeling It's feeling hot as the.
What's up, bro?
Nah, go ahead. I had got a I was in a had got an important phone call. Go ahead, I'm here. I thought I missed something. Let's go.
Living in some times that's the craziest. They say these legislators are the laziest. Dedicated religious figures have gone atheist. Each and everything must change. There's no escaping this. I'm on a block, post-apocalyptic smoke covers. Coincidentally presented by the Koch brothers. The magnitude of this is bigger than the both of us. The attitude is trying to manage not to choke from it. Go and get the bolt cutters. Open the floodgate. Any relationship I've ever been in was love-hate. The city I was living in really never was safe. For some, a temporary resolution was duct tape. Now, I'ma probably be on the blacklist, but I don't give a fuck, so I'ma shrug like Atlas. And if my skepticism was a brand new practice, would y'all be disappointed like you just got catfished? It's cold-blooded. I'm wholeheartedly cold-hearted and swole from it. The same unseen hand still in control of it. I should be minding my own like it's a gold nugget, but I'm on that same bullshit just on a lower budget, waiting on change that been low. Till the day after tomorrow, I sit by the window in the police state like your man Michael Winslow. My kinfolk told me there's a brand new Jim Crow. I've been going to bed at 10, up at 5. Hustle to the bus and ride to the job. It's feeling hot as the 4th of July. My lady just getting home. We living separate lives. She couldn't be one of those Stepford wives if she tried. They shot my cousin. He died. It wasn't justified. I guess I'll see him if I make it to the other side. The corner deli owner tell me hurry up and buy. If everybody is somebody, tell me who am I? The same figure who came from Anguilla. Ain't nothing different. I think I'm addicted to pain. Killer, I'm unpermitted to enter the village of Shane Griller. I'm depicted as being a killer that's dangerous, huh? Half dozen in one hand, 6 in the other. Yo, this is more than a suntan, it's living color. Black as oblivion, black as obsidian, black as the sky at midnight out to meridian. I am black as a portrait with Diddy, Tupac, and Biggie in. Black as the influence on the culture we living in. I survived the Chitlin circuit, vaudevillian, managed to inspire the Beatles and Bob Dylan them. But did I miss the mark because I'm just as dark as John Henry Clark's inner thoughts at the time of the Harlem Renaissance? After which, rights activists deviated the flight path to black ratchetness, putting us back smack dab where night catches us. We just go along for the ride. Passengers, gluttons for punishment. Masochists, still doing whatever master asks of us. Will this generation go down as the last of us? Will being young men while black was hazardous? Into the proverbial master venger. All these pretenders suffer from symptoms of affluenza. I'm just thinking out loud about extinction agendas and plans. My grandmother definitely remembers. Listen, her suits were tailor-made. Sundays Mahalia played. Simple, familiar ways, like the way she knelt and played well. And Lord Master, forgive us our trespasses, had us real afraid. I never listened, but I still obeyed. I got to see how gangsters played at such an early age. What my father was into sent them to his early grave. Their mom started chasing that bass like Willie Mays. My childhood was all of 40 nights and 40 days. Trouble was my ball and chain. Shorties would call me names. Humble beginnings, black daughters, what that all became. My journey from a dirty hallway to the Hall of Fame. Music, my therapeutic way to deal with all this pain. I was headed for the drain, soaking before the rainwater came. In chaos, that's when the order came. I started doing what I'm supposed to do in life, trying to move out of the dark and closer to the light. They say when you get a chance to do it, overdo it right. Cause tomorrow isn't promised every time we say goodnight. Listen, dope shot, mug shot, gunshot, jump shot. Take your pick, but you only got one shot. Yeah. Advice from a school teacher to a young tot, applying a sticker to a Spider-Man lunchbox. When even role models tell us we're born to be felons, and we ain't getting into Harvard or Carnegie Mellon, and of these other people blessings we gonna be jealous, it's not fair that that's all they can tell us. That's why I hustle hella hard. I don't celebrate a holiday. That could be the day a brother could have struck the lottery. I refuse to ever lose or throw my shot away, or chalk it up as just another one that got away. So I'm unapologetic. I'm on my calisthenics. If I have given it all I got, I cannot regret it. My final destination's different from where I was headed, cause I'ma shoot for the stars to get it. One shot.
Yeah. Brother Black Thought. Shout out to Black Thought, man. Shout out to Black Thought. Hear him dropping them bars, big boy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Black Thought. So, man, the next little quick topic is street code. This perceived street code. I'm 41. I'm 41 years old, and okay, yeah, I'm 41 years old, and I never heard of anything outside of the street code besides no snitching. So, what other rule is there in the street code besides no snitching when it comes to the black hoodonomics, when it comes to the black street code, big boy? Is there any other rule besides no snitching? Because that's the only rule I've heard in my 41 years is don't snitch. I ain't hear about taking care of your grandma, or taking care of your mama, or preventing gentrification to your community, making sure your grandma don't have to sell that house to that corporation. Like I don't know. Is there any other rules in this street code book, big boy, in America, like Black America street code?
Not that I know of, man.
So it's not like a page 1, a page 2, or how when you open the book, there's a table of contents, and you be like, all right, this is where I find this at. Cause niggas be talking like niggas like 50 Cent and niggas that I be hearing on these documentaries and all this, they keep telling me about this street code. But the only street code I hear is don't snitch. So that's the only code that these niggas is, and I'm not picking on nobody. I just want to know what else is the code, and because all I've ever heard is no snitching. Can you help me out with that, big boy? You might be more, I don't know.
Yeah,
You might be more informed than me.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
You a little older than me. I'm 41. You're a little older than me. So
I don't know.
You never heard about any other codes or rules?
I mean, I believe when it comes to street code, they make it up as they go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, nah, I don't know, man. as far as it being something that's going to develop any kind of development of the black community, it ain't none, man. It ain't none. I mean, anything that would be considered street code is going to be something to the detriment of us and our people. And it's going to lead us to somewhere that we shouldn't be even setting goals to be. So, yeah, I couldn't tell you any that would even be worth talking about it, and just not even worth scratching my brain cells trying to figure anything out.
Yeah, because I'm just tired of niggas playing criminal and stuff, man. Like, listen, man. Real gangsters. All this stuff I've been seeing, and I'm 41. All this gangster stuff I've been seeing throughout my life is not real gangster stuff, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
It's because let me because if you wondering why I got this map up here, this is the map of the commission, right? This is the map of the Italian mobsters and gangsters, right? And they had an order before you kill somebody, before you kill a made man, you all of these people on this map had to vote on if you was gonna kill that guy. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying, big boy?
All day long.
They had to vote. That was an organized system. That wasn't just no Pookie and Ray. And I love my people. I'm always gonna speak out for my people. But as far as this gangster stuff, this stuff is getting ridiculous. Because we basing this cold stuff in too many other areas. So before somebody die, before a made man can get killed, all of these people have to sit at a table and say yay or nay. That's real gangster organized stuff, right? The first commission, 1931. Lucky Luciano, Joe Bonanno, Al Capone, Joe Profaci, right? This was some gangster stuff right here, man. They didn't kill women and kids. There was no killing women and kids. That was a rule. So all this stuff I've been seeing my whole life, is ain't no gangster shit. It's just niggas being niggas. It's just niggas being the niggas that white people that the colonizers created them to be. Period, point blank. You know what I mean?
Ain't no
This
gangster
was
shit.
so
It's
much.
some gangster shit.
You say what, big boy?
It ain't no gangster shit. It's some prankster shit.
These were some of their rules. The mafia: loyalty, respect for hierarchy, family matters, no police contact, secrecy, third party rule, punctuality, no stealing, availability, moral conduct. So all of this street code stuff, I just be like, bruh, and I ain't never been no street dude a day in my life and don't want to be. I like freedom. But outside looking, I was on the porch. I wasn't on the street. I was on the porch, chilling. I was chilling, drinking some lemonade, or I was relaxing. That's why I ain't never been to jail or yeah. I'm still breathing. But yeah, man, back to this map. Before somebody died, somebody on this map had to, everybody on this map had to set a table and decide they want, if it was worth this man losing his life. So all this gangster street code stuff, we just need to dead that right now. We just need to dead that right now on some reels. Because, and the reason why this was the caveat to to this topic was the whole 50 Cent thing, street code, and oh no, he good, blah blah blah. No, man. We gotta really do our research on what real gangsters look like, man. Cause we just some oppressed Negroes. That's all. Period. Point blank. But anything else, big boy, before we go to the next topic?
Nah, that was short, sweet, and to the point. You knocked that one out the ballpark, broski.
There you go. All right, let's hit some more music, and then we're gonna go to the next topic. A little quick, something.
I'm America's worst nightmare. I'm young, black, and holding my nuts like cheer. Cause y'all was in the pub, having a light beer. I was in the club, having a fight there. Y'all could go home, husband and wife there. My mama at work trying to buy me the right gear. 9 years old, uncle lost his life here. I grew up thinking like things fair. How can I get a real job trying to wipe right there? Right in front of my sight like here. Yeah, there's your ticket out the ghetto, take flight right here. Tell me you go bye-bye here. Damn, this a different set of rules we abide by here. You need a gun. Cause might try by here. You're having fun. Waiting on your hot rods there. Downloading all our music on the iPods there. I'm chilling in the crosshairs here. Y'all straight. Chicks got horsehair here. You ain't gotta be in fear of your bosses there. You lose your job, your pop rich. Y'all don't care, so I don't care. You're acting like y'all don't hear. All the screams from the ghetto. All the teens stuck in metal here. Yeah, so we steam like a kettle here. Trying to take our mind to a whole different level here. We real close to the devil here. Somebody call the reverend here. Yeah, you must really be in heaven here. Somebody tell God that we got a couple questions here. My little cuz never seen his 7th year. So used to pain, I ain't even shed a tear. Yeah.
Y'all must really be in heaven there. The whole wow. Hold on, man. Hold on. We gonna do that one more time, y'all. Just one more time. Just one more.
I'm America's worst nightmare. I'm young, black, and holding my nuts like cheer. Cause y'all was in the pub, having a light beer. I was in the club, having a fight there. Y'all could go home, husband and wife there. My mama at work trying to buy me the right gear. 9 years old, uncle lost his life here. I grew up thinking like things fair. How can I get a real job trying to wipe right there? Right in front of my sight like here. Yeah, there's your ticket out the ghetto, take flight right here. Tell me you go bye-bye here. Damn, this a different set of rules we abide by here. You need a gun. Cause might try by here. You're having fun. Waiting on your hot rods there. Downloading all our music on the iPods there. I'm chilling in the crosshairs here. Y'all straight. Chicks got horsehair here. You ain't gotta be in fear of your bosses there. You lose your job, your pop rich. Y'all don't care, so I don't care. You're acting like y'all don't hear. All the screams from the ghetto. All the teens stuck in metal here. Yeah, so we steam like a kettle here. Trying to take our mind to a whole different level here. We real close to the devil here. Somebody call the reverend here. Yeah, you must really be in heaven here. Somebody tell God that we got a couple questions here. My little cuz never seen his 7th year. So used to pain, I ain't even shed a tear. Yeah.
Hell, woo! That boy went in. I'm America's worst nightmare. I'm young, black, and God damn. That boy Hove. Young Hove. Let me get this off the screen real quick. Yo, so I want to talk about, on this next topic, man, I want to talk about barbecues. I want to talk about barbecues, man. I want to talk about barbecues. We always, whenever we get somebody from the dominant society that knows how to rap, knows how to sing, knows our lingo, our verbiage, we always say he invited, that particular person is invited to the barbecue, right? I've seen it my whole life. You know, where we say we gonna invite this guy to the barbecue, and I know it's a metaphor, but I believe that's the metaphor. That's the reason why Africa is now not owned by melanated people, right? I believe that kind nature of us that our grandmas passed down, our lovely, beautiful grandmas passed down to us, and you know, I believe that that's not conducive for us. Keep inviting these people, and I even got evidence for it. You know, it's crazy. All this sparked from this little Facebook comment where I said, listen, we gotta stop inviting people to the barbecue. Because somebody was some Karen and Becky was doing this TikTok dance, and they was just like, oh yeah, she's invited to the barbecue, blah 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 blah. And my comment got like 1,000 likes, and I just thought about it, like, you know what? Why do we have that nature of just because? For instance, Jane Elliott. I don't have no picture, but y'all know about Jane Elliott. She's the old Jewish lady that got famous off of saying how mean white people was to black people and how we are genetically superior, whatever. Jane Elliott, the old lady. Yeah, she say some good stuff, but she also say some bad stuff like we shouldn't get our reparations. The Indians should get our reparations before us, right? So whenever we have this mentality of invite them to the barbecue, it always bites us on the you know what. Let me play this little video real quick.
What's up, players? Lake Soul Bluff represent. Yeah. Show some love, fool.
Hey, Turkey.
Damn. Little J. You were looking mad fly, boo. You feel me?
Sure, Tim.
I just bounced from this mad, crazy, ill party, dude. I was hanging out with these niggas over in Pleasant Oaks and shit.
You were hanging out with real black people?
No, but they was blasting some crazy fat beats, son. They was pouring out some Cristal, breaking off some Endo smoke. You know what I'm saying? Just wilding out.
Hey, come on, man. That's good. Come on, y'all gotta give me a little credit for that. That's funny. But that's the type of dude that they'll be like, big boy. They'll be like, man, he invited to the barbecue. You feel me, big boy? Be like, he invited to the barbecue because he know you know.
If he could dance, he could sing.
Come on, big boy. Come on, man.
He got a little dip in his step. Don't let him have no braids or no gold grill. That nigga gonna get the banana pudding in the homemade ice cream at the barbecue.
Duh. And it's a lot of people growing up that fit that criteria where I would say black people gave him Justin Bieber. There was like Justin Bieber, he invited to the barbecue. And then it came out that he said some racist stuff on a tweet song. Eminem, he invited to the barbecue. And listen, I'm from Detroit. I mess with Eminem, but I got to be transparent for my people. Screw him when it comes to my people. Eminem, he the GOAT, blah 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 blah. And then they found the old track of him being racist, right, big boy?
Yep.
So when we invite them to the barbecue, even Brett Favre. Oh man, Brett Favre, he cool. He got a arm like a bullet. He made his whole Hall of Famer off of black. He made his whole career off of black receivers. And then they found out that he was stealing welfare money from black people in Mississippi. All right. So when we invite them to the barbecue, we find out why. Listen, I hate to be harsh, but you see why melanated people have been colonized, because we come on in, man. Sit down and get you some. Put your feet up. We're gonna get you some yams, macaroni and cheese, greens. You want some Kool-Aid or water? Beer? You want some Marlboro cigarettes? we even giving them Marlboro cigarettes, big boy. We even giving them they cigarettes at the barbecue. That shit is already ready for them. You feel me? Like, we gotta stop that, man. But another guy, Bill Maher. He was a guy when I was growing up in high school, and after high school, I'm about to play a video, right? He's a guy. He dated a superhead, and he had a couple of black girlfriends, and he was considered like, hip. He was considered, hey, I'm a white comedian and I'm cool and I'm hip and I got a couple of black friends and blah 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 blah. And then this happened.
Breathe each other. I mean, where this rhetoric has gone to at this point, it's only 2010. How are they going to out-fire breathe each other? I mean, where this rhetoric has gone to at this point, it's only 2010. And we're having Newt Gingrich, as we were talking about before, calling him an anti-colonial loud tribesman. Loud tribesman. That's the new Kenyan, Larry. And Kenyan, of course, was code for nigger. But that's where they are.
To Nebraska more. You're welcome. We'd love to have you work in the fields with us. Work in the fields? That's part of that. That's Senator. I'm a house nigger. No, it's a show.
Shout out to Ice Cube, because Ice Cube went on that show, and Ice Cube said basically almost verbatim. He said, "A white man they explaining shit, whatever." And then Ice Cube said, sometimes white boys or white people feel like just because they sleep with a couple of sisters, they can say, the N-word, blah, blah, blah. And that was a little underdig at Bill Maher, because we know that he has had a lot of black girlfriends, quote unquote, in the past. How you feel about that video, big boy? Before I go to the next monologue.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wild.
You ever watch any of his shows or caught any of his whatever? Bill Maher? Maher or whatever. I don't know what the.
Yeah. I used to watch him on HBO all the time.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't even know that, did you? And I bet you probably thought he one of the cool white ones. Well, I mean, hold on. I know who you is. You're my brother. You're not gonna. He's one of them, guys that maybe I could drink a beer with and whatever, maybe, on that level.
I'd feed him with a long hair swim. I'd be like him with him, like Ice Cube is with him. Like I deal with him, but I wouldn't put me past who he really is. You talking to somebody like D.L. Hewlett, look at him like family, not me. That's D.L. Hewlett, boy. You feel me?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We about to have a little interlude. I forgot about this one video about 50 Cent that I was supposed to play. Just bear with me, family, and then we're gonna get right back to this. So his street code, and we know how he acts against black people. Let's see how he acts against white people.
I put him next to my grandmother. Wow. And I'm gonna tell you why, because it was never a point that I had confusion going on. And for artists, the most vulnerable point for us is confusion. You have money, you have things around to comfort you, but when you're in a space where there's confusion, like you can't even figure out what direction to write in, you can't figure out you don't feel good at that point. It's just a low point. Whenever that was going on, like it was always a place where I could go and communicate or just talk to him and know that he has my best interest at heart.
Him, he don't do no wrong in my eyes. Like
he can do something wrong right now and I can't see it. He's one of my best friends. Like I can't pick a moment that he wasn't in my corner. Right now, there'll be guys at home who go, "Oh, 50 just loves Eminem so much." Yeah, love him to death. I do. I love him to death.
Finally, I got that talk with you because I was trying to have that little talk in the classroom. I know. I was like, listen. But yeah.
I remember the actual making the donation.
Believe me, all the money that you've ever donated, like contributed in any way, it goes to the right place because they give us everything, like clothes, food, school, like everything you pay for. Not because it only came from there, but I think it's one of the places that they truly cared for us.
I had to kind of hold myself from being emotional while she was talking. I remember setting up the actual donation. So it felt like the only real option would be to actually hustle at that point from her, I believe. I don't think she would have agreed with me going that direction to hustle. I don't think she wanted that for me. You know, but the other part, the music, and everything else that happened, I think she'd be really proud of me.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how this Negro get real sentimental and emotional for white America, but when it come to us, he coming for our necks, big boy. Can you help me out?
Man, I don't know what's up. Is he FBA? Is he FBA?
Yeah, I'm on his head. And this even ties to this topic because what 50 want us to do is give him a barbecue invitation. So it still ties to the topic, to the next, to this previous topic. But yeah, he FBA. Brother Tariq already and we got Tariq at the end. Tariq is on the next topic, which is the last topic. But yeah, Tariq already he already clarified. Yeah, he's 50's a FBA because we was wondering, like, a lot of FBAs was like, is he FBA? I don't know. He don't move like I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
Come on. Nah, tell me your honest feelings on them videos. Don't, if you feel a different way, you already know we don't do echo chambers.
Nah.
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, it's a whole different kind of energy, man.
Whole different kind of energy.
Kind of spooky, man.
Yeah, hey, man. Come on, man. We journalists, big boy. And I don't got no ill will towards the brother, but bro, when you start moving a little too shaky, bro, just a little too shaky, and we can get right back to the stuff. Another Anglo, Kid Rock. Growing up, Kid Rock was supposed to be the white rock and roll / white rapper, and he's also from Michigan. I don't know about Detroit, but he's from Michigan. And growing up, I remember a lot of black people trying to fit Kid Rock into this. Oh yeah, man, give him a barbecue pass. Give him a barbecue pass. You see this picture, big boy? You see this barbecue invitation on your screen? Give him a barbecue invitation. Give him an invitation. Or how about this kid right here? How about this kid? Here's another dude. And this is not to say that there are no cool people from the dominant society. This is not hate speech, right? There are some cool people from the dominant society, right? And We should all treat people equally the way we would want to be treated, for the record. But we don't have to invite people to the barbecue. When was the last time you went to a barbecue from the dominant society, big boy? From those people. When was the last time you went to their barbecue and you was eating apple pie and fucking unseasoned chicken and shit? When was the last time, big boy? Have you ever went to a barbecue from the dominant society? Has they ever invited you? And you was the only one there?
Nah, never, man. Never.
Okay. I'm just checking because I never got an invitation. Maybe I should check my email and make sure I ain't getting no invitations from the dominant society. But look at this, look at Kyle's room, right? He got Bruno Mars in his room. He got LeBron James in his room. He got Black Panther in his room. He even got Lamar Jackson, for Christ's sakes, behind his headboard. Who is that right there? Okay, Bruce Lee. He got Ali up there. Now we would look at this and we would say he's invited to the barbecue. All right. Even though little Kyle can grow up and be a police officer, president of the United States, senator, and be a tool for white supremacy. We have to get this barbecue invitation mentality out of our mind. All right. Kyle, he's not invited to the barbecue. We straight, bro. We good. Let me play the next video. Let me play Kid Rock real quick. I'm all over the place. Let me get back to what I gotta get back to. Oh, Kid Rock, so poetic and so deep. Let's hear that again. Yeah, that's what happens when you invite people to the barbecue, my guy. Another guy, Michael Rappaport. You know who Michael Rappaport is, big boy?
Nah.
Well,
heels of Kanye, now called Ye, in his attack.
Hold on, not that video. Just give me 1 second. No, you know what? Let's go Skip Bayless. The Michael Rappaport video is still loading up. Let's go Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless was somebody that we thought he's a guy that's best friends with Lil Wayne, so-called. He did do stuff for like Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. So we're not gonna call Skip Bayless a blatant old school racist. But let's play this video real quick.
On the heels of Kanye, now called Ye, in his attacks on Jewish people, both in word and in social posts. Right. And remember, Ye had posted, I'm about to go, not DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, DEATH, DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Right. The DEFCON is the military usage, but he went to DEFCON, as in, I'm going to kill Jewish people. I don't know how else to interpret that. Ye posts that, and Kyrie comes right on the heels of that by posting this link. Well, it looked like he was trying to have Ye's back. That's the only way. Days later that Kyrie posted the link. So then Ye, now let me give you my perspective on this. And I do have time to play golf. I only play golf with Jewish people. Picture, I know this is a slippery slope. You have to make sure that Kyrie realizes the depth of
posting that link to Jewish people, the fear that it caused, not just the hurt, the fear that it causes because of the potential encouragement of hate crimes. But I believe he stepped completely over the edge here in trying to uphold African American heritage and culture. It was at the expense of Jewish people and to a certain extent Christian people, and uphold African American heritage and culture. It was at the expense of Jewish people and to a certain extent Christian. That you have to send a message to not only the other NBA players, but you have to send a message to everyone in this country. This will not be accepted anymore because it's way too dangerous. You have to send a message to not only the other NBA players, but you have to send a message to everyone in this country. This will not be accepted anymore because it's way too dangerous. Where we all lose is when we try to compare persecution of groups, because it's a never-ending battle. Are they persecuted more than the indigenous people in America were when we declared war on them and drove them off their land? I don't know, and I don't care, because it's a never-ending battle. Are they persecuted more than the indigenous people in America were when we declared war on them and drove them off their land? I don't know, and I don't care. And we have around 7 million Jews living among us right now, and they need to be protected just the way black people and their feelings need to be protected. They need to be protected just the way black people and their feelings need to be protected. And they need to be protected just the way black people and their feelings need to be protected. I got you.
We get those same protections, or we afforded those same protections?
Okay.
I'm a bad man. Dun 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 boom boom. So no. How you feel about that Skip video, big boy?
Fuck Skip, man.
Come on, big boy. We journalists. You gotta give a more elaborate, sophisticated answer, man.
I don't have nothing to say about that guy, man.
Oh yeah.
Skip, crazy,
Yeah. He said Jews need to. He said, I'm not gonna say the J word because I don't want to get flagged. He said that those elite people. He said that those elite people need to be protected, just like black people's feelings need to be protected. See, I think the reason why Shannon got the hell on was not just because of that little thing. He started to notice that he shouldn't be inviting Skip to the barbecue, big boy. That's what he noticed, big boy. He should, yeah. You know, that's why he went over there and put Chad Johnson next to him, you know?
Yeah.
You got me? Copy?
Capiche.
Let me play. I want to play a video one more time. Just one more time for Skip.
On the heels of Kanye, now called Ye, and his attacks on Jewish people, both in word and in social posts. Right. And remember, Ye had posted, I'm about to go, not DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, DEATH, D-E-A-T-H, DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Right. The DEFCON is the military usage, but he went to DEFCON, as in, I'm going to kill Jewish people. I don't know how else to interpret that. Ye posts that, and Kyrie comes right on the heels of that by posting this link. Well, it looked like he was trying to have Ye's back. That's the only way. Days later that Kyrie posted the link. So then Ye, now let me give you my perspective on this. And I do have time to play golf. I only play golf with Jewish people. Picture, I know this is a slippery slope. You have to make sure that Kyrie realizes the depth of posting that link to Jewish people, the fear that it caused, not just the hurt, the fear that it causes because of the potential encouragement of hate crimes. But I believe he stepped completely over the edge here in trying to uphold African American heritage and culture. It was at the expense of Jewish people and to a certain extent Christian people, and uphold African American heritage and culture. It was at the expense of Jewish people and to a certain extent Christian. That you have to send a message to not only the other NBA players, but you have to send a message message to everyone in this country. This will not be accepted anymore because it's way too dangerous. You have to send a message to not only the other NBA players, but you have to send a message to everyone in this country. This will not be accepted anymore because it's way too dangerous. Where we all lose is when we try to compare persecution of groups, because it's a never-ending battle. Are they persecuted more than the indigenous people in America were when we declared war on them and drove them off their land? I don't know, and I don't care, because it's a never-ending battle. Are they persecuted more than the indigenous people in America were when we declared war on them and drove them off their land? I don't know, and I don't care. And we have around 7 million Jews living among us right now, and they need to be protected just the way black people and their feelings need to be protected. They need to be protected just the way black people and their feelings need to be protected. And they need to be protected just the way black people and their feelings need to be protected. I got you.
We get those same protections, or we afforded those same protections?
Okay.
That boy Shannon said, are we afforded them same protections? You Shannon get on his top though, big boy?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Now this video of Michael Rappaport, what kind of movies? What movies was this guy in? Whatever, man. He was in Zebrahead, Poetic Justice. He ain't a real superstar, so
Oh,
it's
you
really
talking about
not.
that red-headed guy?
You exactly. You know who I'm talking about.
Man,
Nah,
should stop coming to the barbecue, man.
There you go, big boy.
He be feeling himself, bro.
Yeah, he's another guy, in the 90s came with that black lingo, and you always seen him on talk shows or whatever, talking about rap and who his favorite is. And we invited him to the barbecue. We said, man, come get you some ribs. We got some yams, macaroni, Sister Celeste. She gonna make sure you get some good tea. Right? Let's see what Michael Rappaport.
I mean, Spike lives on the Upper East Side. If the people that donated money to Spike Lee's film, his last film, saw the apartment that he lived in, they would bug out. So I don't know what he's talking about. Neighborhoods change, life changes. Spike Lee, went from, being a Knicks fan, sitting in the blue seats. Now, people evolve, things evolve, they get better. You know what I mean? And those neighborhoods in Brooklyn, the majority of the neighborhoods that have been gentrified were either abandoned. Williamsburg was a joke in the 90s. It was like this little niche place. It was like, warehouses. It's good that it got better.
First of all, motherfucking Rappaport doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. Here's the thing, gentrification, what Michael Rappaport left out because he's stupid, he did not talk about the people who can no longer afford to live in Williamsburg, who can no longer afford to live in Fort Greene, who can no longer afford to live in Clinton Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better for you, for the people who moved in. Why, let me ask you this. For the schools to get better in Fort Greene, why do we have gentrification? For the garbage we picked up, why happened because of gentrification? When you see white young women pushing their kids in strollers down 125th Street, 3 o'clock in the morning, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? There's more police present.
Right, because it's safe.
But where was the police before white people moved into Fort Greene? Harlem.
Yeah.
Why don't people are missing the point? People are being displaced. And they never talk about the people who are forced to live out of their neighborhoods because of gentrification.
Speak on it, Spike.
Woo! That boy Spike. Let's get it. Hey, big boy, I remember my mom, she used to work downtown, right? My mom, she was a supervisor of like lawyers downtown. And she worked at at this building called the Penobscot. Very sophisticated building. And sometimes I used to catch my bus down there and surprise her and, go up to her little office. No, not little office, big office. She had a very big office. But I remember how dirty it was. This was when I was in high school, right? I remember how dirty downtown Detroit was. I remember how many homeless people was downtown Detroit during those times. I remember how it was just nasty, and even though a lot of people, business people was down there, whatever, it was just so grungy, and it just didn't look very like new age or civilized, right? But then when gentrification hit downtown, now when you go down there, it's nothing but police down there. I mean, it's police wall to wall, and if it ain't police, it's security down there. Like they got security walking around, police walking around. Ain't no criminal activity, ain't no homeless people like that. The ground looks so clean that you would eat off the ground. It's so clean compared to when I used to visit my mom's and surprise her. You feel what I'm saying? So that when you really think about it as a black person, it really pisses you off because you're like, hold on, why y'all didn't do this before? You know what I mean? Why y'all doing it now? Because of gentrification. Oh, so because of the non-black people, quote unquote, and we know what I'm talking about, because of the non-black people coming here, now y'all gotta make it safe. Now y'all gotta make it clean. Now y'all gotta make it look very good and image good, you know what I mean? Improve the image, right? And that's why I feel Spike Lee like, dang. So y'all not gonna do this for my people, but y'all gonna do it just because those people coming in. So I feel what Spike Lee was talking about. Go ahead, big boy.
And they don't care how you feel either. They don't care. Yeah, I feel what Spike was saying as well. And it's the same going on everywhere because you see the same dynamic here.
And in Harlem and Washington. Look, I remember during the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, they used to call Washington Chocolate City. I might be messing up one of them, like Chocolate City, but now because of gentrification, it ain't Chocolate City no more. You see what I'm saying? It's in Harlem. It's in, like you said, in your state. Gentrification, but we don't talk about that, Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got one more topic, y'all. We got one more topic. Thank you for staying with us. We got one more topic, and that's DEI and boycotting of targets. That's our last topic, man. That's our last topic. Yeah, but my closing notes on barbecue invitations is this is not about hate. First, we gotta love the people we see in the mirror. First, we gotta love the people that we engage with in our community. First, we gotta create a culture of love with the next generation. First, we gotta create a culture of love within our culture, just period, before we can start sending invitation invites out. First, we gotta start creating institutions, buying our creating avenues for music and creating avenues for whatever we want to hold dear to us before we can start sending out invites. barbecue invitations. That's my last final notes on that, man. It's not about being hateful, because everybody from dominant society is not evil or out to get us, but white supremacy will always exist, unfortunately, for us, and fortunately for them. You got any notes for Big Boy? You got any last on that last topic? I mean, on that topic right there? We're gonna go to this last one.
Nah, man, it's perfect what you said, broski.
Yes, sir. So now we about to go to the last topic. We about to go to DEI and the black community boycotting Target. It's all intertwined. So that's the last topic. But before that, we're gonna hit some music while I get everything together for the next topic.
I told you I killed a nigga, had 16. Would you believe me or see me? The be just an angel that's easy to please. Angle the company by a gang of niggas that squeeze once they mark. So your tire mark, that's the fucking mark of the beast. I ain't trying so hard to follow God, you know, anointed oil. Plant some Bibles in the front yard, rebuking the turmoil. My dreams of being like Jordan is spoil you. My temperature high that it boil you. See, homicide is good for you. I'm loyal to my feelings. I tried to stay righteous and cordial, but these feelings are 22s, a producer, new zoo. These gorillas, they letting loose at 245. Oh, 245, drink Coke 45 and shoot. Walking outside, slipping like Kenneth Coles. On a slab of grease, body found inside a pothole. 4X white tee just to cover up this long nose. And that bitch I hang to my knee like a dress. I confess I'm depressed. I suppose I more than likely invest my best in the llama. Hop out, gun your ass down in front of you. Mama, I tried to follow God like Bishop, but when they see that you bitch up, prepare for a ditch of dirt. I give you a list of families that hurt, but oh well, fuck it, that's life. And that's the color your son that chose to put on tonight. So when self-respect, just know I say it's an honor. Hop out, gun is down in front of you, mama. Like kindergartners, my vision's bothered by vigilantes that harbor on street corners. Try your hardest to harvest bundles of weed on you, the starving, the speed on you, stampede on you, impede on your pockets, then pee on you. Dreams of us living lavish in fabrics of fine linen, spinning established with women dining and laughing. But this environment got us violent, ready to crash into society. Take the driver's seat, hope you fastened your seatbelts twice. When I rolled them dice, I crapped. So many times I can build casinos from scratch. Too many depths you might receive from the things you achieve. Relax, that's what my mental say, but my physical's been detached. I'm on some other shit, like fuck the government. I'm higher rankings with a mothership. I made the covenant that I was changing, but my luck has been quite disgusting when reality tainted. Where the fuck you been? Left him face down like he was planking. In a cold world where old girl and a homeboy got a motive. You can bitch curl your tribulations, that sensation's insulting. Got a white fee or a mistress, nigga, which one you indulging? Regardless of who you pick, no life's a bitch when you ain't focused, nigga. 877, you been waiting for this New York.
Rewind.
I told you I killed a nigga, had 16. Would you believe me or see me? The be just an angel that's easy to please. Angle the company by a gang of niggas that squeeze once they mark. So your tire mark, that's the fucking mark of the beast. I ain't trying so hard to follow God, you know, anointed oil. Plant some Bibles in the front yard, rebuking the turmoil. My dreams of being like Jordan is spoil you. My temperature high that it boil you. See, homicide is good for you. I'm loyal to my feelings. I tried to stay righteous and cordial, but these feelings are 22s, a producer, new zoo. These gorillas, they letting loose at 245. Oh, 245, drink Coke 45 and shoot. Walking outside, slipping like Kenneth Coles. On a slab of grease, body found inside a pothole. 4X white tee just to cover up this long nose. And that bitch I hang to my knee like a dress. I confess I'm depressed. I suppose I more than likely invest my best in the llama. Hop out, gun your ass down in front of you. Mama, I tried to follow God like Bishop, but when they see that you bitch up, prepare for a ditch of dirt. I give you a list of families that hurt, but oh well, fuck it, that's life. And that's the color your son that chose to put on tonight. So when self-respect, just know I say it's an honor. Hop out, gun is down in front of you, mama. Like kindergartners, my vision's bothered by vigilantes that harbor on street corners. Try your hardest to harvest bundles of weed on you, the starving, the speed on you, stampede on you, impede on your pockets, then pee on you. Dreams of us living lavish in fabrics of fine linen, spinning established with women dining and laughing. But this environment got us violent, ready to crash into society. Take the driver's seat, hope you fastened your seatbelts twice. When I rolled them dice, I crapped. So many times I can build casinos from scratch. Too many depths
you might receive from the things you achieve. Relax. That's what my mental say, but my physical's been detached. I'm on some other shit, like fuck the government. I'm higher rankings with a mothership. I made the covenant that I was changing, but my luck has been quite disgusting when reality tainted. Where the fuck you been? Left him face down like he was blanking. In a cold world with old girl and a homeboy got a motive. You can bitch girl your tribulations, that sensation's insulting. Got a white fee or a mistress, nigga, which one you indulging? Regardless of who you pick, no life's a bitch when you ain't focused, nigga. 877.
Let's get it! That's what I'm talking about, Kendrick. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to this last topic, DE. I'm pumped. I'm ready.
Live in East Harlem with more on how a day of shopping took on a more profound meaning. Hi, Duarte.
Hey there, Arthur. The Reverend Al Sharpton is trying to send a message to businesses. If you don't support DEI, there are a lot of Americans who won't support you. This is what he did today. He bought he bought $125 gift cards and gave them out to people, brought them over here to this East Harlem Costco, and let them shop to send a message that if they support Costco's going to support them.
We will stand with those that stand with us.
Now, Costco says it's sticking with its DEI programs, and Sharpton wants to encourage other businesses to do the same. President Trump ordered all federal DEI staff on paid leave and signed orders to dismantle DEI programs in both government and private businesses. Now, one of those orders requires the government to review DEI policies of public companies, but the National Action Network says it won't back down. They plan to boycott companies that get rid of their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs.
For 90 days, we're going to research the company that we find that has made the most affront. We will call a boycott. But today, we are calling a buy-in.
While Costco says it remains committed to DEI, many well-known companies are scaling back their programs, including Target, Meta, Amazon, McDonald's, Walmart, Lowe's, and Ford. Now, today it was about buying and supporting companies that support DEI, but the National Action Network says it will soon announce the names of companies that it plans to boycott. Arthur?
Thank you very much, Duarte.
Yo, big boy, how you feel about that? How you feel about the Al Sharpton talking about DEI and boycotting Targets?
Doing what he normally do. I mean, listen, DEI had no effect on us either way, man. So I don't think it's anything we should be involved in or involved with. Here we go again, fighting for others that's going to benefit from it. I mean, provide some evidence where it's been beneficial to black people specifically when we looking at numbers, and it's the numbers are leaning toward white women and people that's not from this American soil, that's our color. So I don't know why we all hung up and even paying any attention to that. So once again, the brother Al Sharpton is distracting us, man. I don't think we should be tripping over no the DEI stuff, man. Why? What you think about it? Where are you with it? You there?
I miss the old Al Sharpton, man. I miss the fat Al Sharpton, man. The fat Al Sharpton, man. The fat Al Sharpton was pro-black. He wasn't he wasn't in bed with the Democrats or NBC. Man, I miss the fat Al Sharpton, man. Remember the fat Al Sharpton? You a little older than me, big boy. Remember the fat Al Sharpton? Come on, big boy. The fat Al Sharpton, man. The fat Al Sharpton, man. He was pro-black. I don't know who this nigga is. Man, I'm gonna have to download the fat Al Sharpton. I forgot to. I'm sorry, followers. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot. I forgot to down. I was supposed to download the fat Al Sharpton and the skinny Al Sharpton because the fat one. Well, hold on. I can't say the fat one was. I can't say the fat one was pro-black because the fat one was a government spy for the mafia. Stuff in his goddamn pockets. And then, hold on, big boy. A couple of months ago, he got in trouble from NBC because he worked for NBC because he was taking money from Kamala Harris program. Right? He got in trouble. He got in trouble from his employer because he took money from Kamala Harris, Al Sharpton. So that's what I said, man. I miss the fat Al Sharpton, Al Sharp tongue, not Sharpton, sharp ass tongue, fake ass pastor and shit, man. God damn. The hell happened to you, Al? Oh, well, you know, I know what happened to you. Money, green money with white, green money with dead white presidents, big boy. That's what happened to him, right? how much would it cost? Hey, big boy. How much money would it cost for you to sell out your people? I just want to know. $2 billion?
Ain't no amount.
2 trillion, big boy.
Ain't no amount.
2 zillion, nigga. I don't even know a zillion is a number, nigga. 2 zillion?
Ain't no amount, brother.
And I believe you too, cause ain't no amount I'll sell out my people for either, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
If I sell out, I might as well put on a dress, some pumps, and go hit the blade.
Hell to the no. So you might as well.
And you know that ain't happening.
Man, what? I remember one time my wife was like, "So you wouldn't put on a dress and a wig for $2 million?" Hey, big boy. I grabbed her by the wrist, not too hard, but just a little firm grab. You know, a man grab, right, big boy?
Don't play
I
with
looked
me.
her in her eyes, and I said, "I wouldn't do that for $5 billion." In her eyes, you hear me, big boy? And I love my wife to, man, bro. If my wife, I'll stand on the train. I'll take all the bullets. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'll take the bullets, big boy. You hear me? But I had to look her in the eye and say, not for no money would I ever put on a dress and the wig. You hear me? I had to let her know, like, listen, don't even play with me. Like, you know what I mean? No. I'm a man. You hear me?
All day long. Bobby's a man. Ain't nobody talking nobody.
I had to let her know. Hey, look, no. I'll never compromise my morals, my integrity, my character, or my masculinity. You hear me? Shout out to my brother Big Boy, man. I remember I met my brother Big Boy on this app called Stereo. And before I even knew about the app Stereo, I was thinking like, man, I just want to debate. I want to talk about pro-black stuff. I want to talk about stuff. And I don't know if my phone heard me or whatever. It probably did, because that's a whole another story we'll get into another time with my conspiracy theorists. But something popped up on my algorithm that says Stereo. So I downloaded Stereo. And I saw that stereo. Was a debating app. It was I could debate. I could talk about pro-black stuff. I can sharpen my voice and sharpen my message on this app before I get on the YouTube where I'm engaging with millions and billions of people, right, y'all? So when I got on there, I said, you know what? I need a co-host. I need a right-hand man. I need somebody that, because I'm not a normal person, y'all. I'm a very weird pro-black person. I'm an outcast. I'm the outcast of my family. I don't have that many friends. Like I don't have like a line of friends around the corner because I'm pro-black. I choose my people and I don't let stuff slide when it comes to the disrespect of my people. So when I was looking for my co-host, when I was looking for my partner, I said, this co-host has to be pro-black. He has to believe in the Bible because I believe in the Bible. I believe we are God's children. He has to be family oriented. He has to be respectful of women, and he has to mean what he say what he mean, and just be a loyal, real person. I looked all over stereo. All right. I couldn't find nobody. I almost gave up. I said, maybe I'll just do this shit my own. Then one day, I seen my brother Big Boy. And off rip, the first 10 minutes in, I already knew this would be my co-host going forward in the future. Because we clicked just like that. And this is my co-host right here is one of the most respectful, loyal, real brothers that we have, and he really care about his people, and that's why he my brother. You feel me, Big Boy?
All day long. All day long.
So let's get back to the DEI, brother Dr. Umar.
Did not benefit black people in mass. It benefited a couple of token blacks. And I'm sorry, y'all gonna lose your little token benefits. But DEI did not benefit the masses of African people. Barack Obama is the first president to use the words diversity, equity, and inclusion in his DEI initiative that he signed in August of 2011, mandating that the federal government take steps to diversify, include, and guarantee equity for minorities. But it was all about the rainbow. That law was about immigrants and rainbow gangers. It was not about black people. Yes, you have a few black people who are going to lose some DEI benefits. But we are 42 million, and when we add our African immigrant brothers and sisters in, we're about 45, 48. I'm going to round it up because they always suppress our numbers. I'm going to round it up to 50 million Africans in America. Somebody help me understand how Barack Obama's DEI has benefited black people in these past 16 years. Help me understand. Affirmative action is not the same as DEI. Affirmative action was destroyed by George Bush in the opening years of the 21st century. He destroyed it. The Supreme Court destroyed it. Affirmative action has not been a governmental priority since Lyndon Baines Johnson. Affirmative action has been dead. Affirmative action been dead. That's why Barack Obama called it diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? Why?
Live in East Harlem with more on how a day of shopping took on a more profound...
Did not benefit black people in mass. It benefited a couple of token blacks. And I'm sorry, y'all gonna lose your little token benefits. But DEI did not benefit the masses of African people. Barack Obama is the first president to use the words diversity, equity, and inclusion in his DEI initiative that he signed in August of 2011, mandating that the federal government take steps to diversify, include, and guarantee equity for minorities. But it was all about the rainbow. That law was about immigrants and rainbow gangers. It was not about black people. Yes, you have a few black people who are going to lose some DEI benefits. But we are 42 million, and when we add our African immigrant brothers and sisters in, we're about 45, 48. I'm going to round it up because they always suppress our numbers. I'm going to round it up to 50 million Africans in America. Somebody help me understand how Barack Obama's DEI has benefited black people in these past 16 years. Help me understand. Affirmative action is not the same as DEI. Affirmative action was destroyed by George Bush in the opening years of the 21st century. He destroyed it. The Supreme Court destroyed it. Affirmative action has not been a governmental priority since Lyndon Baines Johnson. Affirmative action has been dead. Affirmative action been dead. That's why Barack Obama called it diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? I'll tell you why Barack Obama didn't call it affirmative action. Barack Obama didn't call it affirmative action because he didn't want it associated with black people. He didn't want it associated with black people. You're fighting for something that was not created to help you. Let me say it again for the kunocracy in the back. You're fighting for something that was not created to help you. Let me say it one more time. You're fighting for something that wasn't created to help you. They are distracting you from your main fights.
Oh my goodness. Forty got me over here about to choke, man. Boy, 40 crazy, man. You saw before they put in the comments.
How you feel about what Umar said?
This is a bunch of kunocracy. It's kunocracy, man. Got it in, man.
Percent of black people get them damn contracts after all these damn decades. We don't really benefit from them federal contracts. They still ice us out of it. This is what I'm saying. Family, they're doing a lot of scare tactics now. I think Uncle Lizard, they're doing a space now, an anti-FBA space. See, I told y'all, is this that? Now the Democrats are running around rolling. See, you FBA, see, this is what y'all wanted. Y'all goddamn stupid fools. See, we told you, you stupid ass FBA. You know, so now they're running around doing some pretend gotchas. There's no gotcha. And why are all these people whining about us? They got about 4 or 5 spaces going on right now whining about us. We need them FBAs. This is what they wanted. They're so desperate to try to make us affected by this stuff. Listen, FBA family, I want y'all to understand something. We ain't affected by this nonsense. Actually, this is good that they're taking these little janky DEI programs out the mix. It's actually a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a good thing. And I'm going to explain to you why it's a great thing, ending these DEI programs and affirmative action and equal opportunity programs. And it doesn't really affect us because, see, the thing is, we've already been displaced within these programs. A lot of these DEI programs, they create opportunities for non-FBA people, immigrant groups, women groups, LGBT, and they leave us on the bottom of the damn priority list anyway. So getting rid of those programs, see, that gives an opportunity to rethink programs that's going to directly serve foundational Black Americans without lumping us into broader, ineffective categories. You see? Another reason why this doesn't affect us is because of civil rights co-option. See, the programs that were originally designed for us, it's been diluted so that it address minorities as some broad category. And that framework that is already, it's allowed other groups to come on in who have not faced the same historic injustices to come on in as us. They haven't faced what we face, but they benefit disproportionately. While the challenges that foundational Black Americans suffered and still suffer, it still remains. You see? This is a great thing as far as I'm concerned. And also, taking back these programs, it doesn't affect us because really it's going to hit some of the corporate people. Because see, they got these DEI initiatives that prioritizes corporate optics, where they focus on this surface level diversity. So they hire a bunch of Asians, Hispanics, East Indians, and they all have the one Black woman who's the secretary in the front. They make sure to put the one, and they make sure the back is big. They found the big back Black secretary and put her in the front, and everybody else is an other minority. So that don't benefit us. It benefits one or two big backs and a couple of sassies, and that's it. It don't benefit us as a whole. I'm just keeping it 100 today, family. That don't benefit us as a large group. Yeah? And because it doesn't benefit us, there's no real impact, no tangible impact on the wealth disparities. Because see, despite decades of all of these damn programs, the wealth gap still remains unchanged. Because these ineffective programs allow the resources to be redirected towards all of these other groups. So we're still on the bottom. Yeah? See, that broad minority nonsense, that label, it dilutes our identity. See, that's why delineation is very important. See, they group all of us in with all of these other ethnic minorities, and that erases our unique history, our struggle, our contributions as foundational Black Americans. Eliminating these programs, see, that's going to encourage a shift towards what? Lineage-based policies. You see?
Wake it up.
These programs can go to hell, all of them. Now we can clear the road to talk about lineage-based policies. Now, that's a discussion that we need to have with the politicians, with the Trump team and all of these people. I think they would be more open to discuss that. We're going to focus on us. It's not our job to sit up here and be the muse for all of these other people to eat off us. We need to start talking about lineage-based policies. Right, race-based policies, hey, that's cool. We don't benefit from those anyway. In fact, when it comes to Black folks getting hired, a lot of times we don't even fill out the racial part. We try to downplay that because we already know if we sound too Black or whatever, they're going to be funny style. We know that going in. Let's stop playing games. We know that going in. We know they're going to be funny style when hiring practices come. That's why we go in there, with the we go in there, with the over enunciating voice. Hello, I'm Larnell, and I feel like I'm qualified for this job. We have to go in there and de-blacken it up. We have to go in there and code switch. We already know what it is when it comes to Black people, so we already going in code switching and knowing what the game is and trying to de-Blackify as much as we can. Our Blackness is not an asset in none of these programs at all. Yeah, so don't let nobody fool you with that. White supremacists love to try to pretend that these affirmative action brother wrote this book giving the impression that, okay, he tried to get in on a program, but they wouldn't let him because he was East Indian. Then he cut his hair and pretended to be a black American. And then he got all of these benefits, which is cap. Cap, cap, cap. That's all damn cap. So they like to pretend that our blackness is some kind of asset in the workplace. If that were the case, why are there so few federal contracts to black people and so few black people in the workplace like that? In many of these jobs, we're just not in there like that. If we're getting all these damn benefits and they know it's cap, you see? But again, these programs don't really benefit us like that. And them rolling back these policies is ineffective to us. Because again, when we go into some of these DEI cases where they have all of these non-FBAs running around and non-whites or non-Anglo, I say that because a lot of these people, they play the ethnic minority, but they still classify themselves as white. A lot of Hispanics, on paper, they're white. A lot of those East Indians, on paper, they're white. Remember, Kamala Harris's mother on the birth certificate, what did she list as a race? Her race was Caucasian. So a lot of East Indians, a lot of Asians actually list Caucasian on their birth certificates over here and other documents. You see? So a lot of these non-Anglo people who are so-called ethnic others, yeah, it'll be a lot of them in there. The problem is they practice the same black racism office because there was some stuff going on with the museum, and that's another thing. All of those DEI programs, when we try to get some of that DEI money and some of those minority set-asides for the museum that we have out here, we don't get a dime. Put black people up as the face in the front, like, oh, look at how bad black people are treated. Send us money so we can fund these programs, but black folks don't get them. Not only do we not get these grants and these programs, when we try to maintain our institutions of education, like museums, and they put these little permit games on us, we go down to the permit office. I told you out here, I went to the permit office, it had to be about 200-300 people working in there and not one black person. Literally not one in the whole building. Yeah, you dig? They had all of these minorities and ethnic others and all of these people, and they shut us the hell out all across the board. So yeah, scrap the hell out of these DEI programs. Scrap them. Yeah? And a lot of these DEI programs, they promote this abstract sense of fairness that it really ignores all the structural barriers that we as foundational Black Americans face. So eliminating these programs, see, that allows for discussion about combining meritocracy. If we want to talk about merit-based things, you can align that conversation with reparative justice for foundational Black Americans. You see? But we really need to prioritize, use this as an opportunity to prioritize lineage-based programs. You understand? That's what we need to focus on. Lineage-based education initiatives, lineage-based community land trusts, you see? Lineage-based small business development programs, lineage-based workforce development and job training, make it lineage-based. Lineage-based care equity programs, provide healthcare subsidies and wellness programs specifically for our lineage, because they do it with Native Americans. See, they can't, you can't deny it for lineage because you do it for Native Americans, see? This is why we should have been lineage-based on that lineage thing a long time ago. Man, do y'all know all types of grants and programs for Native Americans that they have based on their lineage? They got all types of stuff set aside for them. We need to rock that same way. We need to rock the exact same way. Lineage-based legal aid and or other political options besides Democrats. So they need to sustain this narrative that Trump's policies are harming us so that they can keep us aligned with the Democrats. I'm telling y'all, they need our votes, family. We are the vote for the Democrats. They are desperately in need of our votes.
Yo. Big boy. Big boy, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes,
Big
sir.
boy having connection issues. But yeah, man, I think Dr. Umar and Tariq Nasheed brought out some very. You there, big boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, how you feel about Dr. Umar and Tariq Nasheed?
Some great points.
Great point. You think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Man,
some very good points from and I don't think and both of them put disclaimers on there. They didn't say disclaimers, but the disclaimer was yes, DEI probably has helped out some black people, but as a majority, it really didn't benefit us. It's kind of like if you got a open wound on your body, and instead of putting the proper medication and ointments, topical ointment, um, adhesive antibiotics to the wound, you really just put a band-aid on it, but the wound's still bleeding out. So when you have a program like affirmative action or DEI, and you saying these two programs are helping out black people, but when we look at the numbers, it's really not helping out black people. That means that it's doing more bad than it is good because it's being put on the forefront as if it's being the proper bandage to that wound of systematic racism. But if you look at the numbers on affirmative action and DEI, it's not healing the wound. It's not stopping the bleeding. It's not stopping the infection. You see what I'm saying, big boy?
Yes. Good point. Great point.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not stopping the bleeding. So we still bleeding from systematic racism and institutional racism because there's no proper healing to the wound. It's still bleeding. The wound's still infected. You know what I mean? It's getting pulsy. It's getting nasty and real ugly. So yeah, man, you can't just bring out and then when they bring out these affirmative action DEI programs, they always use black people as the poster child, as the logo. Like Wendy's got a logo, McDonald's got a logo, NBA got a logo, NFL got a logo, Montclair jeans got a Montclair designer got a logo. When they bring out these programs, black people are the logo of the program, but we are not the ones that's benefiting the most from the program. So we are still being politically slaves. We are still being used at the end of the day. I'm about to close up the video. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate my co-hosts for being there with me. We about to go on fan base and talk more in depth about other things in this. I'm gonna play one more video before we leave. Play one more video before we get out of here. Who all I done play? I done play Locksmith. I done play Black Thought. I done play Nas. Now it's time for my other favorite rapper.
Forget this chain, cause this ain't me. Though I'm eternally grateful to Jay-Z. We're so elated, we celebrated like Obama waited until his last day in office to tell the nation brothers is getting their reparations. Hey, a man can dream, can he? No disrespect in terms of change, I haven't seen any. Maybe he had good intentions, but was stifled by the system and was sad to learn he actually couldn't bring any. That's what I get for thinking this world is fair. They let a brother steer the ship and never told him that the ship was sinking. But I got other to think about, like my bank account. Forget that watch, you paid too much for it. You ought to be ashamed when brothers back home be dreaded when the seasons change. Cause they ain't got no heat and they ain't got no AC. Walmart distribution fired my homie, he just had a baby. You wonder why it's been so many B&Es lately, while brothers from the hood shooting like this is TNT lately. And since all the ballers leaving college early, I turn on the TV and don't see no brothers with degrees lately. Are we all alone, fighting on our own? Please give me a chance. I don't wanna dance. Something's got me down. I will stand my ground. Don't just stand around. Don't just stand around.
And there you have it. There you have it, man. We're gonna keep this format, me and my brother Big Boy. We're gonna have a different variety of topics every night. And we're gonna make sure that we finish up. Considering our podcast is called Black Masterminds, at the end of every night, at the end of every monologue of our videos, we're gonna have a mastermind. That mastermind might be Tariq Nasheed. It might be Dr. Umar. It might be Colin Kaepernick. It might be John Henry Clark. It might be Dr. Amos Wilson. It might be Dr. Francis Quest Wilson. It might be Huey Newton. Bobby Seale, excuse me. Might be KRS-One. It might be Nas. It might be Jay-Z. You never know. But at the end of every of our monologues, from now on, we're going to have a mastermind, a black mastermind, to really give it to y'all. Because at the end of the day, me and my big brother, Big Boy, BB225, check him out. We masterminds, but we still stand on the shoulders of giants. We still stand on the shoulders of revolutionaries. We stand on the shoulders of inspirers and conspirers and Nat Turners, and so this is gonna be our format. I'm gonna find more videos that won't get copywritten strict, and we're gonna keep this thing going. You got anything to say, Big Boy?
Great show, man. Great show. It's a good one. Y'all tune in, man. We're gonna be bringing it out. Appreciate
every Friday, man. Every Friday, me and Big Boy gonna be bringing this same format every Friday between 6 and 9. We don't got no time nailed down, but between 6 and 9, we gonna Eastern time, Detroit. I don't know what your time is, but between those times, we gonna get it nailed down. Follow me at Death Before Bondage. Type in Death Before Bondage on any platform that you go to, from Rumble, Twitter, X, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Tumblr, Clapper, Spill. I'm on everything. Just type in Death Before Bondage. And yeah, man, we're gonna hit you consistently. You really ain't got no choice, to be honest with y'all. Make sure y'all share, like. Y'all really ain't got no choice. Shout out to the listeners that are listening, because you got the chance to witness greatness before it really even gets big. Because me and my brother, we gonna be big. Remember Furious and Big Boy. Just remember Furious and Big Boy, because you gonna want to tell people you was here. It's your boy Furious, aka POW, Prisoner of War. My boy, Big Boy, BB225. Brought to you by Death Before Bondage. This podcast is Black Masterminds. Man, you gotta get it. You better get it right. Truth sounds like hate to people who hate the truth. We wear many hats, but never the cap. Believe it.
Straight
We out
like
of here.
Peace.
I'm a man who believed that I died 20 years ago. And I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
Buried me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships, because they knew death was better than bondage.
Brought to you by Death Before Bondage.
I might be anywhere, but when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.